I don't know how these got into my house. There are moths in my house, and I don't know how they got here. Oh. Great. Oh. Your little friend is just sleeping, but you... Goodness. Would you like to leave, little one? Would you like to leave? The door's open. You can leave. Or not. I don't think I left that. Is this payback? I wonder if this is payback for me leaving bread without a note. Oh. Oh. Apparently it does not want to leave. Apparently it is quite content here. Oh, hell. Now where did that little thing fly to? There you are. You know, I did open the door for you if you want it out. You... Goodness. Can moths see glass? There's a spider. Right by my door. By my window. But that's... Doesn't seem to have any signs of void sickness though. That's at least good. And now they're both sleeping. I'm just going to wait here. I'm just going to wait not to move. Oh.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hello.
Hi!
You're... Sorry. Goodness. Are those yours? They might be a bit lost in here. I'm not sure how they came in.
I wouldn't necessarily call them mine, but they do frequently hang out around me. They have a little bit of a mind of their own.
Yes, I've noticed.
Oh.
This one seemed to want out, and then I opened the door, and then it seemed to want to stay in. And this one has just been sleeping.
Can I come in?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. Can I help you with something?
Yeah.
You're Nemo, right? You're one of the people that did the costume party.
Yeah. I'm Nemo. And I really wanted to, like, apologize for it being in your front yard. Here's apologies.
Goodness. Well,
I'm sorry.
truly, what is it with everybody in this entire town apologizing for every little thing?
I would say putting a party with lights and noises in your front yard isn't necessarily a little thing.
Goodness, this moth for some reason seems really.
Oh!
Well, I suppose that explains how it got in. All right.
Goodbye. The sun's saying hi, Elwood.
Oh, you can understand them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Hello, back? I don't know if... Do moths have ears?
Yeah, they do.
Ah, I wasn't sure if it could hear me if I say something.
It can.
But just coming back to the apologizing thing, I appreciate it and I accept the apology, but also it really wasn't necessary. I don't exactly own the meadow outside where you built.
I guess, but there's like... There's like... politeness about it that you have to have, you know? Like a... What's the word I'm looking for? You gotta... It's still a little bit... Oh, sorry, I'm on your counters. Still a little bit
It's
rude
all good.
that it's so close It's so close, and I didn't realize.
Well, in all fairness, I think I spend about 80% of my time up in the library and not down here, so...
Oh, then it's a wonder that I managed to catch you today.
Yes, Well, Virgil and I built a bit of an office space. Well, we didn't build it, it was already pre-existent. But we set it up yesterday and then I pretty much crashed at an hour that was... I don't think you would call it early. I think it was still just late. And then I woke up and there were little creatures in my house that I didn't previously notice being there.
Yeah, they do that.
I've noticed.
It's one of their favorite things to do. He's so little.
He is. Well, if he... I suppose if he likes being up there, then he's not hurting anyone. You know, you really didn't have to bring me things either. Not that I don't appreciate it.
Well,
But...
I like giving gifts, so and I think it was a oh. Do you want back inside? No, maybe? No. I was trying to get in through the window again.
Yeah.
I like giving people things, so it's no trouble.
Well, in that case, thank you. I appreciate it.
We match.
We do.
Wee. Is that a good choice in flower? I could have made other flowers. Like other flower crowns. Like I had other flowers. That was just the one I had the most of. Should I have done a different flower crown?
I actually really like cornflowers. I used to have a younger sibling, and I connect cornflowers with them. So yes, yes, I like them. Thank you.
Cornflowers, are my partner's favorite flower,
Oh,
so I really like them.
is your partner also around here, or?
No, they're missing.
Oh,
They've been missing for 5 years.
oh. Well, now I feel like it's my turn to apologize for asking a very inconsiderate question.
No, it's all right. I've been looking for them for a while now, and there are so many people here that I figured me staying here, maybe eventually they'll come by.
That makes sense. I actually talked with Virgil about how everybody seems to flock here and how potentially that we talked about that. So statistically it seems very likely that if they're out there and looking to find you, that they might find this place.
I'm hoping so. I haven't stayed long in too many places, which is a little difficult considering I can't fly. But that semantics.
I mean,
It just makes travel a little bit more difficult.
I can imagine. I mean, not just I can imagine. For a moment I thought there was a creeper outside, but it was just a cherry tree. I may be growing a slight bit paranoid, but it's not like I can. It's not just that I can imagine it. I avoid flying, so I can if I have to. It's just prefer not to.
Would it be insensitive of me to ask why?
No, it's. I feel sort of insensitive to bring that up, since choosing not to fly versus genuinely not being able to fly is not the same thing. So I don't want to,
I don't think so. Well, maybe it's a little bit not the same, but like, is the choice just... Is it a willing choice?
I mean...
Or is it because it's scary?
Less... It's not scary, it's just... I don't know how much you know about birds, but I'm a starling, and species-wise, we fly in very large flocks in murmurations, and I don't have one, and it's sort of... It used to be just confusing, and the older I got, the more... It turned from confusing to sort of existential dread every time I flew, so I...
Well...
Try not to...
Existential dread is a good reason not to fly, I think.
Well, maybe I'm being overdramatic on calling it that. It's not... I mean, I can fly. I'm just... being weird about it. Just, I don't know. Just feels kind of wrong, I suppose. Sort of the knowledge and the feeling like there should be about 1,000 more people around you and there aren't is very...
I think that you may and or may not be slightly downplaying your emotions. I think it's, you know, sometimes your mentals keep you from doing things. There was, I know, my partner used to be a little bit scared of heights.
Well, that's not ideal when... Were they a human or an avian?
They were an avian. Are an avian.
Right, yes. Are.
They're fine flying over the void. They're perfectly fine flying over the void. But when it comes to flying like over the islands, they have to stick. They can't really go much higher than tree level. Than like the tops of the trees.
Oh. I mean, to their credit, that also means that should they, I don't know, crash for any reason, the fall isn't quite as far.
Yeah. So it's mental things can be just as debilitating as physical things sometimes. If your brain's keeping you from flying, even though physically you can fly, it's not insensitive of you.
I don't know. I see your point. Like, it's just, it still feels sort of like this weirdly, I don't know, privileged thing. I don't know if that's the correct word. Just sort of... Can I offer you bread? I have baked a lot of bread.
Yeah, I would like some bread.
I've spent a lot of time baking after what happened at the party. A lot of time making it. I think I have officially perfected bread.
You should, would you like some help, like, lighting up the areas around your house? Because I spent a little bit of time doing it. And it's made it a little bit safer.
That might actually be good. We've had quite the incident with creepers and zombies in the area, Virgil and me, yesterday.
I also, I made a little path from my house, like, to the main area. I could help you maybe make a path if you wanted.
Honestly, beyond my little farm, I've not really been thinking about doing much to the outside. Like I said, I don't really spend all that much time in my house.
Well, even if you don't spend all that much time here, it's still your house. It's where your nest is.
I don't have a nest. I don't nest.
Then it's where your bed is.
True. That it is. I don't know. I'm still sort of. It's strange claiming a physical space like this. This is the first time I've ever really had a house or an occupation other than just my own research. I don't know if you knew or not. I helped reorganize the library. That's what I mean when I say occupation.
I've only been in the library a little bit.
That's
like
understandable.
The first couple days I was here, first like day, a fast took me and was like, there are some places to sleep in here.
Oh yes, in the cafe.
And I stayed there for like a day or so.
Yeah, I actually slept up there before Pietro offered help to help me build a house when I first arrived here.
Yay. I don't think I know who that is.
Oh, they're the other owner of the library. They're Virgil's older brother.
Oh.
They weren't
Still people I haven't met?
Yes, I believe she's been out collecting more books. That's what Virgil said, at least. That's actually why he asked me to come to your costume party.
Did you have fun at the costume party?
It was a little bit much. I'm not good with people or sounds, but I had, before disaster struck and everything went to shits, it was fun.
Yay! Oh, I spun too much. I'm glad you enjoyed it then. Did you like the hat?
It was. Did you want that back? I wasn't sure if you wanted it back.
I have so many extras.
Yeah.
Would you like a pair of cat ears?
Thanks. I think Mojave would be quite. I'm not sure if they would be delighted or if they would be upset if I had cat ears, and I don't know which one would be worse for me. I'm gonna close the door lest the moth fly
I'm gonna give you a pair of cat ears, and I'll let you decide what you do with them.
All right. Goodness. They are very.
Aww.
I believe I'll stick with the flower crown for now. But thanks.
All right.
I didn't really. Oh, you're very close.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's. Everybody here apologizes so much.
Oh.
I didn't really. Well, I didn't say much in general, I suppose, at the party, but it's very pretty. What you and the peafowl. I remember
Gavin.
You are related. I don't remember how.
Gavrin's my cousin.
Right. Yes. Gavin, the person who wrote in the library book, is Nemo's cousin. Making a mental note of this. But yes, it's It's very pretty.
Thank you. I might have stayed up all night the night before the party doing a lot of this.
Well, you are amongst your peers when it comes to people not sleeping, I suppose. Rather a lot of non-sleepers around here.
Yeah, I think I've gotten that vibe.
It's not been made better by the introduction of coffee in the area, I presume.
There's coffee?
Yes. Oh, goodness.
Ah! Uh, uh. Where's my shield? Where's my shield?
Goodness. Ugh. Hoi.
Oh.
That's fine, surely.
Oh, maybe we should go back inside.
Yes, that might be a good idea. Especially, I am not made for fighting. I am made for baking bread and reading books and such.
I'm made for painting and crying.
Crying. That's a... Oh, there is just... I'm going to very quickly just...
Everyone needs a good cry every now and then. Crying's
True.
good for you. It releases the sad chemicals.
True enough, it does.
Shh, Moths, shh. No, we're not mentioning that. I was gonna say something. Oh, recently, Armor been teaching me a little bit about, like, fighting and stuff. Would you want me to, like, keep notes and, like, share the notes with you?
That would be very helpful, actually. Don't feel obliged, though. It's... But yes, it would be appreciated.
Okay, I can do that. I just need to get my hands on a book.
Well, if you'd have to scribble out a note from Mojave, but I'm not using this one right now.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes. You can just tear out that first page or something, do with it what you will. It's...
Oh. Would you like to borrow my binder?
I think it's okay. I just need to find the time, but I was going to ask your cousin for help with that.
Okay. I'm sure they would be really good at that, honestly.
Considering
That's
their
where
job
I got
is...
this outfit.
Oh. It's very... It suits you.
Thank you. I was before the costume party, I was in just my pajamas.
Oh.
Because I had lost all the rest of my clothes. And by all the rest of my clothes, I mean 2 outfits.
I mean, to be fair, this jumper is one of the only items of clothing I own. Other than that, I have another shirt and a scarf. and that's sort of everything.
I think you should also ask Gavin to make you another outfit then.
I don't know.
It's nice to have more clothes. It's nice to be able to mix and match things.
I don't know.
And you'll have something to wear if you have to put your clothes in the wash, or like if they get torn, you'll have spare clothes.
I suppose. I just not a huge fan of change, I suppose. Or of, I don't know, taking up resources when everything else is still good to wear.
You're not taking up resources. I can assure you of that.
Well, since I'm having to go over to their shop as it is, I'll think about it, I suppose.
If you don't, I'll ask them.
I feel like you and Mojave would get along very well.
I have definitely met Mojave. They were upset about not making it to the party.
Yes.
And not getting an invitation, but the reason
well, that is their own fault for not having a door to have things pinned to. Since apparently everybody else, including me, got one. I feel like that is just on them.
I met them. They have a really bad water feature at their theater.
Is it bad?
It's not great. It's just the glass. The glass is the problem. There are so many holes in it.
Oh, that sounds like a safety risk.
Yeah. And that's not safe for anyone, especially the fish. I think there were fish in it.
I'm not sure if there are, but it does seem like... Also, if there's holes in the glass, wouldn't the water just eventually spill out?
Well, I do think it was coming from, like, a little pond, so...
Ah.
I don't know.
Well, it does sound a lot like my sibling to build an entire theater and then have little bits like that happen.
A very Mojave-shaped moth just said the fish died, probably because of the holes.
Uh-huh. Well, to me, that sounds like those holes need fixing then. That does sound indeed like a badly done water feature then.
Yeah! Look, I'm a waterfowl. I think I know a thing or two about water features.
Understandable. That does seem like a specialty then.
But yeah, I've met them. Me, Rune, Bast, and Armor put on a secondary costume show, fashion show for them, because they were sad that they missed out on the first one.
Oh goodness.
And then we adopted a sheep together. His name is Flend.
Somehow none of those words are surprising.
also Enemy.
Uh-huh. I believe I might have seen that one when they showed me their new house.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
But it sounds very... It sounds incredibly like my sibling to meet someone and immediately adopt sheep with them. They got all the... We are not related, but they got all the sociable bits, and I got the rest, the stickler rules liking bits.
Mm-hmm. I am glad I came to talk to you.
Thank you. I'm not sure what the socially appropriate answer there is.
I don't know what it is either. I don't even know if I said something that was socially appropriate. I think you're neat.
I don't know, but since you can talk to the moth,
Yeah.
could you ask him what his name is? I can't guarantee I can pronounce moth words. I can't pronounce raven words either, but if he's going to stay.
What's your name? What's your name, little guy? You have a name?
Without wanting to take the moth's autonomy, but sort of the way you're holding him reminds me of a banana. I don't know why. Perhaps it's just the coloring.
The moth asks if it if it can be named Sunny.
I don't know. I suppose if the moth wants to be named that.
It's your name. You can choose your name. Yes, Sunny, you can be the moth. The moth said, "Fuck yeah, I live here now."
All right. Well, welcome, little Zenny moth. I'm getting the sense that I'm just not good with animals. Perhaps I'm also. Well, no, I'm not awkward around the dust bunnies because I'm still not sure if they exist. So I don't think I'm being. I think I'm actually being an appropriate level of confused about them.
I think the moth likes you.
Well,
Personally.
then I suppose.
Moth says yep.
Well then. I also realized I said the dust bunnies thing completely out of context. If you've only been... Do you know what the dust bunnies are?
No.
Alright, well... So I've not seen them personally, but apparently they are creatures that live in the dust up in the library that Virgil can talk to.
Oh.
I personally have not seen them, but who am I to?
They sound adorable.
I mean, I have a certain level of concern about dust around books, but they can't do, if they are real or not, do as much damage as worms. And I've also accepted the bookworms, so...
Bookworms are real?
They are at the Peregrine Library. They're Pietros, apparently. We don't let them eat all of the books. We let them, if there's duplicates or books that are beyond rebinding, those get given to the bookworms. I'm starting to sound like a very, very bad library worker the more I talk.
No, you sound fine. I don't know much about libraries, except that they're cool and books are cool.
Well, ours now has a catalog. Has had one for a few weeks. It didn't previously, and I may or may not have been a bit bugged by that.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you're going to have a library, you need to have a sort of organization system where you follow some sort of concept, and there wasn't a concept. There now is a concept. Except I might have to look through again because Virgil took some of the books. But apparently they wrote a list with the books they took, which... So that should be... I don't know if you can tell, I'm rather passionate about books.
I can tell a little bit.
Sorry. Sorry,
No.
just...
Hey. You know how you keep saying everyone here apologizes too much?
Well, because they do, for things that don't warrant apologies.
You're included in everyone.
Scheiße. Well played, I suppose.
You don't need to apologize. It's okay.
Well, I appreciate you coming over, and this and these. I don't know if those are going to be an ongoing accessory necessarily.
I think they should.
I don't know if I am made for little cat ears. Perhaps it's just the outfit, but I feel like they suited the other librarian better. Oh goodness,
Well...
if I tell Mojave that I have cat ears, they're going to force me to match with them, aren't they?
Maybe.
It is definitely within the realms of possibility.
Hey, be nice. Be nice.
Do I want to know what he said, or...
The moth said, book boy, get wrecked.
What is that even supposed to mean? Did something get, like, lost in translation from moth language to people language?
I don't know. Those were the words that I was told. Well, I wasn't told them, I just overheard them.
Ah. I'm not
it's also
entirely
giggling.
It is weirdly disconcerting hearing you say all of the things that the moth is saying, and I can just hear the occasional squeak and nothing else. But to be fair, I also can't understand ha, and I still say hello to them. You did that so well. I apologize.
No. for doing something funny.
I don't know.
Here, how about this? I won't apologize anymore for building outside of your house, and you don't apologize anymore for doing little things that don't need apologizing for. That genuinely don't need apologizing for.
Well, I suppose that is acceptable.
Yay!
Plus, I wouldn't want people to think me a hypocrite when I call them out. That would be embarrassing.
I would pat you on your head, but I don't want to like intrude on like your personal space or your boundaries or anything. I am patting your head from a distance, closes eyes, squints, pat your head with my finger.
Thank you. I think.
I look, it's a show of affection.
I appreciate it.
Okay, I feel like maybe I have overstayed my welcome. I hope you have a good day.
You too. And if you ever need anything from the library, just the staircase is over there, and chances are that 1 out of 3 people are usually there. There's also a pelican and an ostrich, which I wouldn't count on a pelican and an ostrich, and I wouldn't count on either of them for being particularly helpful.
They're probably at least cute, and that's helpful in its own right.
I suppose. I'd have to ask Pietro if that is the reason that the pelican just sits on the staircase and does nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna go home now.
Yes.
If you ever need anything, if you ever need like a painting or more flower crowns or you said you bake. I have a kitchen. If you want to use my kitchen, you're always free to come over. We're neighbors.
Thank you. I'll think about it.
Okay.
It was nice meeting you without everything turning into monsters and terror after Nemo.
Mm-hmm. I hope you have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh.
Well, that didn't go terrible. Did you just squeak? Well, I suppose if you want to squeak. I guess I have a roommate now. And maybe a friend, I'm not sure. Frivolous things are sometimes frivolous things are nice.